Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to this week's episode of You Don't Even Know.
Hooray.
I am Josiah Brainerd.
I'm Justin Brainerd.
And those are the other brothers.
Yep.
So, it's been a while since we've recorded.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, had a little bit of a
little hiccup.
A little hickey-upsies.
Yeah.
But we're back. And yeah, so what we were going to talk about in the last episode that didn't happen, but it's happening now.
Oops.
Is
You're hearing it right now in this moment.
We're here.
And
we're just going to pretend like it's happening 2 weeks ago.
This is it. Yeah, it's now.
So, last weekend.
Then has become now. The past
Why is Jordan
has become
staring
the
at the soundboard like it's not doing something that it should be?
No, what's wrong?
Okay. I thought for a second that we weren't recording and we were going to have to start over.
Just come clean and say this is broken.
I was like, wow, this was a really good intro that I don't want to lose.
Yeah. What? Well, do you remember when Jordan deleted?
Oh my gosh! Remember that one time that we recorded half an episode and Jordan was like, "Wait,
it's all gone.
It's gone." And I'm like, I just wanted to jump out of the window.
That was Home Alone.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, and it was a Netflix theater, so we had to like rewatch half a movie and like make the same jokes again.
But you know what's great is that nobody listened to the Netflix theater anyway, so it didn't really hurt anyone.
And nobody even knew.
Yeah, no one knows.
It was the victimless crime.
You don't know.
But anyway,
we
just got back last weekend from
right now
from father-son camp.
Yeah, boy.
Everybody within the sound of my voice should go to.
If you have,
I get to touch Power Tools weekend,
and you have a son between the ages of 5 and 30, come to father-son camp.
Let's say between the ages of 5 and 35.
Sure, 5 and 35.
Yeah, I think.
How old are you, Justin?
34 and a half.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
For a second, I forgot that we were old, and I said 30, thinking that covered Justin.
Yeah, that's the cap, obviously. I mean, who's going to be older than 30?
Yeah. Gosh.
When really,
so
I mean,
old.
they're like some of us are 40, so like obviously 30 is not the ceiling here.
Yeah, because, gosh, I couldn't even imagine how terrible it would be to be 40.
I would just smash my own head with a hammer.
You know what I would probably do if I was 40?
We'll get to that. Listen in to what I would do if I was turning 40 to console myself.
Yeah.
So we went to father-son camp.
We went to father-son camp.
Yes.
We did it.
I had a blast.
Yes. And now, mind you, this father-son camp has been our continuous pursuit in the derby car race that we participate in every year.
The dude race.
The dude
downhill
race.
Ultimate Derby Extravaganza.
And boy, is it a race of dudes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pinewood Derby.
We have gone up 4 years. We've gone up 4 years as a team Brainerd. And out of those 4 years, how many have we taken first place?
3.
3 out of 4. I would say that's pretty good record.
And the 1 year we missed first place, what place did we get?
Second.
That's pretty good odds.
Yeah,
pretty good.
If the
For
only year
Papa Brainerd, he's slaying it.
Yeah,
and it's really not us.
That's why
we're dumb.
Credit where credit is due. Papa B is really the brains behind the operation, and we do the cutting of the wood real good.
Yeah, he goes, "You paint this."
Yeah, here, go cut this wood and go paint this wood.
But I think after watching it happen, like, I mean,
because we actually helped this year.
Yeah, we've learned. I think we're pretty close to actually being able to leave the nest and build a car on our own.
Pretty close.
Well, Josiah almost has a son that can do his own car.
Please bring Josiah. Does Josiah know that Josiahs are fearless and they're made of rocks and that they're basically indestructible?
Oh yeah,
he knows.
He's very aware that he could. He falls on his face like all the time and just like gets up and keeps like. Yeah, as long as you laugh when he falls.
Oh, he's fine.
He's fine. But if you get worried, he's like, "What? Did I actually get hurt this time?" And starts
Am I
freaking
bleeding?
out.
He just has whatever emotions you have.
Yeah, you just have to think it's funny, and he's like so on board.
Okay, good.
We went up to father-son camp.
Yeah, we did.
Which is a camp
for fathers.
For fathers and sons.
Yeah.
That you build a derby car all weekend, a little Pinewood derby car, and then you race it you build it Friday night and Saturday, and then you race it on Saturday night. And there is a trophy.
The trophy.
The dude trophy.
Which we have coveted.
Which has...
Since before we knew it existed.
It has 10 name plaques on it.
Yes.
And
How long has it been around?
it's been around for
the last
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, because there's one per year, and we just filled it up.
Yes.
And on that trophy, there are, what would that be? Like 6 families or something? There is a bunch of onesies, and then there's another family that has 2 slots on it.
2 brothers
And
each
then-
have a car that won.
And then we have now 3 slots on it.
Yes.
We have more slots on that trophy than anyone. And to top it all off, none of our names are on there twice. We each
It
took
lined
one.
up perfectly. Yeah.
It really did.
Nobody got to get too big for their britches, and everybody got their moment in the sun. Now, we have worried in years past that because our vehicle, our gravity bombs were head over heels better than the competition, and this is kind of our theory canon, our head canon, our theory craft over the years has been that if our cars appeared to be similar, that they would get paired against each other to eliminate each other.
That's true.
So in other years, we have gone out of our way to decorate them in different ways, to give them a little different spirit. If I may.
the first 2 years they were very different.
Very different. This year, we decided to, because this was going to be, the crowning moment of victory. So
Seal that last spot on the trophy and take it home.
So what did we do? Our cars and T-shirts for the camp were all YDEK stickmen.
Yes.
So we had 3 YDEK stickmen on our shirts, and we had 3 YDEK stickmen cars. Just a little black stick of wood
With a smiley face.
with a yellow smiley face weight on the back. And boy, was it a big giant. We're gonna take this one to everybody else in the room. And they just stared as these things went rocketing past everybody. It was obvious from, I would say, the 3rd round of drops.
Well, yeah, once they saw all 3 of the different cars just blaze past
it
all
just
of them.
blows past everybody.
And some of the other cars, because there is a few other families, probably 3 or 4 other families up there that also produce like top tier cars, like, nothing that could beat ours. But
yes, but there are some competitive
there's
level
competitive
cars.
level cars. People that beat us in the past.
Yes.
People that have won.
People that have victimized us.
Yes.
We are the victims winning 3 out of 4 years.
Yes.
I really feel like we are the underdog.
We were very, very hard marginalized this last year.
So what happened was, because they were all marked as these are the Brainerd cars.
These are the evil cars that are beating everyone.
Yeah. When the final race took place, nobody even reacted because it was a foregone conclusion. When the thing that they did to make sure we didn't take the spots 1, 2, and 3 was this year they did what we feared, and they put all 3 of us against each other in a row. 1, 2, 3.
And this was before the finals.
Personally, verbally apologized to us because the whole crowd knew that we were the villain of the event. They said, "Oh, these 3 boys, they're the bad kids."
He said, "Sorry, Brainards."
Sorry, Brainards. And you could hear, this is on video, and you could hear the crowd become excited and cheer when he puts all 3 cars, because everyone knew the bottom car in this heat gets eliminated. Only 1 car goes through.
Yeah.
So
the bottom 2 cars.
No, because you stayed through and made it to 3rd.
Oh.
So I was the one that got eliminated on that race. So they knew, cool, they can't take 1, 2, and 3 like they clearly should. So
Since they're the fastest cars.
yeah, since they're the fastest 3 cars, they should take 1, 2, and 3.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah. So he says, "Sorry, Brainards," and everybody, yeah,
It's like at the end of the Marvel movies when the villain gets just stomped on.
Yeah.
That was us at that moment, where everyone just said, "Oh boy, we finally get to knock off one of the evil cars."
Yeah.
I feel like we were just like the 3 members of Thanos' Black Order, and then, one of us just got wiped all over the screen, and the whole audience cheers, and, but none of the other cars were going to eliminate us. The only way we were going to die is if it was Harry Carey by our own hands.
It's true, because my car was the slowest of the three of us.
That's
And
hilarious.
yeah, which is so funny because then after the race, when they kind of give you some time to throw your car down the track against whoever you want, I raced my car against the second place car
Yeah.
and one of the other cars that I knew was really fast and beat both of them hands down. I was like, yeah. So
So that was the only outcome.
there is absolutely no way we didn't earn first, second, and third. It was just stolen from us because we were marginalized.
There was like
So my suggestion is that we just do a Top Gear wall where we just have a wall of times, and then we'll award the person that gets first that year, but then you basically have it's just the year over year top time, right? Just a big steel wall, a big steel sheet, just like Top Gear, and then there's the all-time dude, which is like just the fastest car that's ever been on that stupid track.
Yeah.
And then just in receding order, just like who doesn't love the Top Gear wall of like, this is the fastest car ever on the track.
Well, yeah, because what I want to do is get the laser timer,
Yeah.
and then you take three cars, and you run them once, and then you wrote because there's 3 slots on that track.
And everybody has all the mythology.
There's
of,
lane 1, 2, and 3, and in theory, some lanes are faster than others or whatever. So you take 3 cars and you race them one in each lane, just one right after another, and then you take each car's fastest time, and that's their time. So they get their best run on
Best out
their
of
best
3.
lane,
Yep.
and then that's their time on the board. Next 3 cars, and you just go through all the cars like that.
And then just whoever has
there's
the time.
no tournament bracketing. You just you ran your time. That's the time you get, and then you take the fastest time from that, or maybe first, second, and third place.
Yeah.
Get to move on to the all-time dude wall, and you could say 2018 first on their little plaque and throw it up there with their time.
Oh, it should only be the 2018. It should only be first, not first, second, and third. Like everybody just goes up on the wall, and then if you got, I mean, you could put second and third, but nobody cares who got second. Like it's the 2018 year. How fast did we get that year?
I mean,
I'd be interested to see first, second, and third up on that one.
I think first, second, and third is only fair because we're gonna be first.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's
Because
just-
then you could see what the top heat was.
Yeah.
Like how slow it got.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, and you could see year over year, like, wow, look, the third place car from last year didn't even come close to the whatever car from this year.
because the winner 4 years ago wouldn't even place this year.
Oh yeah,
We're
and
reaching
that could
like
be
terminal velocity on this.
well, yeah, and that could be illustrated on the all time dude board,
Yeah.
because you could say, wow, first place or third place last year wouldn't have even placed, or first place last year didn't even beat third place this year.
What they should do next year is change the weight limit.
Change the weight limit.
Like go way down or something.
No, keep it the same.
And then it's-
everybody, that's the Boy Scout rules.
No, I know.
If anybody is in the sound of my voice, like get hyped for derby cars, because wowee, this is like, I've never done like Boy Scouts or Awanas or anything where you had like group cooperation. Like think of anything where you had to cooperate with a group of people. I've never had any interest in doing any of that. Like what would you call it? Like working on a school project as a team, like just nothing. Like
Making a podcast with your brothers.
none of that. Get out of here. Like really, I mean, like I do a solo podcast with like a support team, but as far as
what
like
would you call it?
I'd call it you don't even know.
Nice. Like that's this podcast.
Yeah. It's like what we're doing.
So, but it was just so much fun, and just to have, because that was our big fear, was that we were going to have to eliminate each other.
But it was so good because we finally got to see like, okay, going down,
Yeah,
who is it?
yeah.
I liked it because it was like, yes, I beat you guys. I didn't just win against everyone else.
It doesn't-
Like,
yeah, who
I won
cares?
against the top guys.
Yeah.
And it was exciting for the crowd to just go like, oh my gosh, who's gonna actually win?
Everybody got to see the 3 fastest cars in the heat before the last heat go. Just
And then the final heat, it was like silent, and people I think one person clapped
Yeah,
when it
they
was
were
like the finals. He was like, okay, yeah, we knew.
Yeah, that's of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we already watched the.
Yeah.
That was the
we
last
already
race.
saw that.
We already saw the good one.
We know that's.
Why did we stick around? Why didn't we just call it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
His
Sorry.
wheel could have fallen off.
Ugh. But super fun. Everybody should go next year.
But we have to. But Justin, I still have to name my car.
That's true.
I still have
Oh,
to let
that's
them
true.
know.
That's true.
Because
I
on the
won.
trophy,
Yeah.
it'll say Jordan Brainerd, dude 2018, and then the name of your car.
Yeah. So
What should I name my car? It was the little stick man.
I would like to name it Jordan's Turn because you've been up there since forever, and there was always some stupid glitch that prevented you from being in the top heat.
That's true.
Every single year. And this year was Jordan's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like one year there was like
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the best car because it already has his name. It already says Jordan Brainerd, and if the car's name is Jordan's Turn,
yeah, it's Jordan's turn.
maybe it's my turn. For the
My
car
turn
name.
by Jordan Brainerd,
My turn.
or like let's just call it like my time,
Or maybe we could use this for advertising and just call it You Don't Even Know.
or you don't even know at podbean.com.
Yeah.
I think
YDEKcast.com.
or YDEK
We don't have that yet.
YDEK you don't even know
Nobody buy that.
now
Listening audience.
on Spotify. I think if we put you don't even know now on Spotify as the car name, that would be
See, it's a little long. I'm trying to shorten it.
Why
So like,
cast on at Spotify?
yeah.
or just at YDEKcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you let me Google at YDEKcast and see what comes up.
Because I feel like because it was the stupid smiley head. That's like
At YDEKcast. Yeah.
the one
yeah.
time.
That hits our Facebook.
okay.
Mostly just Facebook, but still, it takes you straight to us.
Okay.
That's how we found it
So, yeah,
on
that's-
iTunes Store.
That's what it's gonna. That's what it should be.
I think it should be called the QR code that goes to Spotify. The name of the car is just a QR code.
Or if you just,
Just
or,
a barcode across.
or it could just be searched called YDEKcast, and that hits our Facebook and our Podbean.
Okay.
That hits a bunch of stuff.
Well, if you have any
That would
better-
be
And player.fm/Sirius
if you have any better ideas,
and listening notes. Gosh, our freaking podcast is on all the podcast websites.
jeez.
you
So,
gotta go to
I wonder how
podcast
that-
app.
Populates.
But what I would like to
Interesting.
do is I would like to ask our listener base, because if anybody else has an acerbic, sarcastic, sardonic, pugnacious,
You're doing so many like words of the day.
if anybody has a really evil name to give this car, then
What is
I would
sardonic?
really sardonic.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Don't get it wrong.
Go ahead. You
It's-
decided to spout off 1,000 words.
it's kind of like rude or sarcastic.
I don't know about that. I'm looking through all the.
I don't know about that.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So sarcastic does fall within it, but rude does not.
Yeah. So basically,
just another word
I
for
would love to
sarcastic?
hear somebody else's like
Yeah, give us some names.
yeah. If
Yeah,
somebody
shoot
else
us
has
some fun names,
like an evil name, like that we'll just toss up there on the trophy and that'll be seen there forever. I would really love to remember the 1 year that Jordan had a chance to achieve victory.
It was so
As-
good. It was so good because I didn't think I would win because my car was kind of normal looking and I don't know. I just never win. So I just like I had no hope and I was just sitting there like no. And then they put all three of us and I was like, "Excuse me?" I just blazed by. I was like,
and I was filming
yeah.
the finish line in slow mo,
Oh.
so we have all of them. And I was like looking at my phone, and I wasn't really paying attention to the race. And then I looked at you guys. I was like, "Wait, which one of us just won that? Like who
did
won?"
that?
And then Jordan was like, "I think that was me." And I like looked at my phone. I was like, "It was like shoot, Jordan, you did. You're the
shoot.
fastest."
I was
And then
actually-
right at that moment, I looked at Jordan. And I was like, "Jordan, you get to be dude. You did it. Like
It's
no
just all
one,
like shocking.
like no one's gonna beat you.
Yeah.
You beat us."
Yeah. Like as soon as you beat the other two, it was just like, oh, I guess it's a fit.
Yeah, like wow,
that's it.
wow. Thanks for revealing who the dude's going to be this early. Like, good job.
So what if we called Jordan's car engagement period?
What?
Because it was when I was engaged.
Or like
So when Justin
like
won,
engagement time.
when Justin won, it was when Melissa was working up at camp.
No, like the length, how fast Jordan goes is like the length of his engagement.
Oh, that's stupid. Because it's a pretty long engagement relatively to everyone else's.
Dude, mine was like forever.
Yeah, yours was long. Like really long. You don't want to be a slow car. You have people engaged for like 10 seconds nowadays.
Or like, can you imagine being engaged for a year?
No.
Oh, wait.
I can't. I was engaged for about 4 months, I think.
Yeah, my engagement is 10 months.
Gosh, so long.
Yeah.
It is not 10 months.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It is not 10 months.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Why is your engagement so long?
Because I wanted my wedding in May.
Ah, yuck. I can
Why'd
never...
you want your wedding in May?
Because it's right in between it's a good weather season and it's a good work season. Like there's a lot of big events around.
It's right in between like April and June, you know?
Yeah, and there's big events in April and June normally.
So
and
I just like do it like in the middle.
It's super hot in June and too cold sometimes in April. So, and the reception's outdoors, and there was a lot of thought that went into it.
Interesting.
So I would like to thank our dad for making
Yes.
the 3 fastest cars by a wide margin.
For
Hashtag get a better dad. Everybody else, eat my dust.
Like, it's true, though.
it's
Like-
true because we wouldn't have been able to do it for 4 years.
Like, I know when you say, like, get a better dad, like, it sounds like you're coming off, like, incredibly rude.
but
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 genuinely,
only sort
like,
of because everybody else's dad.
Like, it
everybody
really is a
has the same
competition of the
opportunity.
dads.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because there is no, actually, that's not true. I know the second place car, that son built his own car.
Yes.
He was also about 25, so it's not like he was like a 10-year-old kid building his own car and doing
But I
it well.
feel like I have the same mechanical aptitude as any of the other 9-year-olds that are up there.
That's true. Justin does not know how to change a wall socket or use a hammer.
If I was up there and it was just me, they would look at me with all of my facial hair
Justin
and think
would probably join the junior division.
I would probably place what I should do next year is build a car on my own without help from anyone except myself and join the junior division. But the last thing I would want to happen is just mollywop the entire junior division and then come out on top. Like, that's bad PR when you're the 35-year-old that just took the junior division. Like,
Well, there is an
hooray!
age limit on the junior division.
There is.
They wouldn't actually
I'm
let you
glad
join
they brought
that.
the junior division back because
Yeah.
of us.
That is the best thing that is just to let all the other kids that put stickers on their car and, like glued the wheels onto the side. Like, they glued their wheels flat to the bottom of their car and they're like, and then when it doesn't
It's a
reach the
hovercraft.
end, you could see them, have a little, there's some tears, when a car that's basically like made of stone and doesn't roll.
I really do like watching the junior division because after the first couple of races, when the cars aren't making it to the end, and then like a car makes it to the end, they're like, yeah, made it to the end. I'm like, yeah, but it took you 4 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
I really love the enthusiasm. I love to see, when you're 9 and your heart gets broken because something you made poorly, like, is terrible. Well, you get to see that, but like 30 times in the junior division. And you're like, wow, this is that phase when you're 9. You're basically like when you're 4, you have no idea what the world is. Everything's new. And then when you're a preteen and when you're a teenager, you're a terrible person. But when you're 9, it's like this perfect coalescence of you're capable of articulating yourself. So what do you use all this newfound communicative ability for? To lose your head and scream when you don't get your way.
But are we going to go for the speed next year?
well, my thought is, if we don't go for the speed at all, I feel like we're robbing the people that have made us the bad guys. Like if all of a sudden all the villains disappear,
It gives no Superman no purpose.
Exactly.
If there's no Joker, why do
Okay,
you need
so,
Batman?
So we have
So I think we take one of our cars and build it to the teeth and make it the fast car that everyone can try to beat.
okay.
and then there's not. Then we can't eliminate each other. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So we'll still get first place, and that'll be fine.
There will still be that floating evil
So-
aura.
But all the other dads like competed in like archery and
I did.
axe throwing,
There was all the archery and axe throwing things, and
basketball.
I was listening
we-
to like
should
the
we do
winner, the winning score for the father's archery division, which is the category I would be put in because of my age.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, the winning score only got an 18. Like
Yeah, I'm like, should
that's
we-
like I'll get 18 with 2 arrows and then shoot my third one into a tree. Like
yeah. Should we like say, hey, we're not just like good at cars?
I should compete at axe throwing, but I would like to do axe throwing. Here's my gambit. I would like to
That's
do
card throwing.
the
nice.
the axe throwing similar to pin the tail on the donkey. Where
Eyes
I
closed,
would like
spin
to
around.
blindfold myself and spin around. I would like to spin around 10 times and then take 3 steel-headed hatchets
All at the same time.
and just flick them overhand into the universe and come what may. I feel like that would be a fun and enjoyable part of game for everybody within 20 feet of me.
I really would like to enjoy next year. I would like to also enjoy it, but
Because we have never done paintball, we've
Yeah.
never done archery. We've been
Have
very
you guys
focused-
ever gone
well,
paintballing before?
I have.
I have not.
You haven't gone paintball? I
Well,
feel like
sorry, at the camp, I have not.
you have gone paintballing
Yes.
before.
We should go paintballing next year.
We should go.
I feel like Justin would be the best at paintballing.
I feel the opposite.
I was being
So-
very sarcastic.
so
I feel like Justin
Do you
wouldn't
guys-
want to get shot with a paintball.
do you
Yeah,
guys know
I
what
feel
happened
like I'd
to me?
betray him on purpose.
I would shoot Justin.
Do you guys know what happened to me when I actually went paintballing?
No,
I
what?
don't.
You've been paintballing?
Yeah,
Okay.
he went to SC Village like with the youth group and
Oh, nice.
did a paintball.
So I
I
went.
did that too.
I went to SC Village,
Huh?
with a youth group.
and the first round of paintball I ever played, I got eliminated in under 30 seconds.
How?
Like they basically went like ding, and then a paintball hit me from nowhere. Like,
It had to have
did
been
it
your
hurt
own
you?
team.
I was like prone and stuff.
Did it hit you in the back?
Somebody that went paintball like a lot saw me, and it wasn't one of the kids. It was an adult that went paintballing. Like,
That just happened to be there at the same day as you?
oh yeah, one of the
guys that takes it too seriously?
one of the youth leaders like nailed me like really really bad, but from like the other side of the court or field of play, whatever you call that.
Court.
Yes.
I don't know.
I do appreciate SC Village because it looks like actual environments. They have like a swampland and everything. It felt very authentic. I enjoyed it. And then the second round I played, I was like sneaking through the forest area, and I definitely got shot with a paintball directly between my eyeballs.
Oh.
So I didn't have a positive experience paintballing.
Weren't you wearing a mask?
Yes.
But so it just hit your mask?
My mask was just like right.
Well, that's the best place to get shot because it doesn't even hurt.
Yeah.
It's just frightening.
Ah!
Yeah. It's paint splatter.
And then I kind of smudged it off, and I was like, "You missed."
It's-
But it was just like,
Just all, like a foggy vision
Yeah,
as
if
you're
you
trying
try-
to walk off the course.
if you just tried to wipe mud off your windshield with dry windshield wipers, that's pretty much what happened. And I enjoyed it in theory, but I'm apparently terrible at it in practice. So what I think is we should have a group of 9-year-olds play against us, because I'll be on an even playing field with a 9-year-old, and that way, if they hit me with a paintball, it hurts me just as much as it's not like me having a boxing match with a 9-year-old. Like, do you remember when we boxed?
yes.
Yes.
Like, I only wanted to box against like really one-sided matchups. I didn't want to go up against somebody that was also
That's true.
180
you did
pounds.
enjoy boxing people that were about half your age and size.
But that's about an even match where, like because I have zero will or ability to.
Justin wants to be in the guard tower paintballing.
I would like just a bin. I would like to be the American gladiator, or no, not challenger, the American gladiator, who just sits up there in the tower do you guys remember American Gladiators?
No.
Okay, so there is a show that was on in the 90s when everything... Do you guys remember Family Matters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when Family Matters was on, there was basically a... do you guys know, like, American Ninja Warrior?
I do know that.
Okay, there was, like, an American Ninja Warrior challenge where a bunch of roided out of their minds, muscle-bound jocks would go through all these mazes and everything, except the challenge of the maze, the boss of the maze, was the house, I would say, WWF wrestling rejects with bleach blonde hair, like, down past their shoulders. I mean, we're talking, like, peak Hulk Hogan,
So this wasn't reality TV with, like, real people. This was actors?
No. The challengers that were challenging the American Gladiators were real.
Oh, I understand this now.
So if you were, like, a football player or somebody that thought, I could take him on, so you'd get all oiled up, and the American Gladiator, he would oil himself up. And then you would be wearing gray.
Did you have an option to oil him up if you wanted to?
You could not co-oil.
Okay.
But you would just go through this maze, and then he would sit there, and usually they would give the gladiator like a big giant water cannon or, a tennis ball launcher, and then you would have to hit them with your various sports ball. Like, you'd have a football launcher, and you'd have to try and hit his target before he hit yours. It was really just excellent fun to have all these, and they actually had a Family Matters American Gladiator crossover where Carl and Steve
that's fantastic.
went on American Gladiators.
I want to watch that. I want to watch Urkel do that.
Yeah. So, and then just to have, or was it Eddie? It was either Eddie or I thought Steve went on. I could have sworn, but my gosh, he would just get killed. Like, you would die. Because the American Gladiator is...
Did they fought? There was like a fight?
Well, sometimes, the Q-tip battles?
When you stand on a little perch and whack each other?
They would Q-tip battle. So there's a whole bunch of different games where you would have to best a American Gladiator. And it was the peak of the WWF, and these were the rejects that couldn't get in recurring roles. Like, when your wrestler character died off, you joined the American Gladiators.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what happened. It was just the best. Everybody get on YouTube, look up American Gladiator. They actually brought it back for like 2.5 minutes on ABC or something. But, like, its time has come and gone. But good fun. Can't wait to see it again. Why was I talking about American Gladiator?
I have no idea.
We've been in it so long, I don't remember how we got here.
Okay, so nobody even cares. I really think that, like, ABC brought back TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday block, but which is what Family Matters was part of. And they didn't bring back all of the shows that made TGIF great. That'd be like...
That's pointless to bring back a segment and not the good things.
Like, there's no Step by Step. There's no Family Matters. There's no... was there other shows?
Full House? No, that was Nick.
Was Full House on that?
I don't know.
I think Full House was.
Really?
I think so.
It sounds like the right answer.
Oh, yeah, it's on ABC Family now?
So,
I don't have
all
a
I'm
clue.
saying is TGIF was great, and then when they brought it back, they didn't reboot any of the shows that made it super cool. Like, go for nostalgia bait. Show, like, they did Girl Meets World where Corey and Topanga grow up and they have a kid.
Yeah.
Why didn't they have Family Matters and just have, old, like, now Carl is the old grandma lady that, like, did do you remember Carl's mom, the grandma?
No.
Okay. So Carl's mom in the show, which all of her storylines included her, like, skydiving and everything. And she always, and her son, Carl Winslow, and his full name was Carl Otis Winslow, and he told a telemarketer that, yes, he understands his initials spell cow, Gosh, I watched this show a lot.
I don't think you did. It only takes like 1 second for you, and then you just, boop, got it forever.
So they actually had the grandma. All of her storylines were like, yeah, but don't worry about me. I'm just gonna go skydiving with my. She had boyfriends and everything, but the actress that played her couldn't walk.
Oh,
So her character in the show was based on like, I'm going to go skydiving, or I'm going to fight a dragon, or I'm going to go on American Gladiators. But the actress herself was always seated in an easy chair because she couldn't actually walk around. So I'm not sure why you choose.
as interesting as that is,
that's a very nice TV show.
what
Sorry.
I think we need to do now,
What I mean is,
what I mean to say is you're boring me. So I want to talk about something else. Not to be rude, but to be rude.
It's okay. No one was tracking.
you're very rude.
Have some spaghetti. I had spaghetti for dinner. It was good. So a couple weeks ago or months ago or however long ago it was, we put it out there that if anybody wanted a You Don't Even Know t-shirt, they had to do fancy things that I don't remember. I think it was something like get your friends to listen
And email us their favorite part.
and have your friend email us to like prove they were listening or something. And
People did it.
people did some of those things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had people that encouraged others, and we would just like to congratulate them.
So big old shout out.
Big
to,
old shout out.
to two people. You have got more people to listen to probably the most mediocre podcast that there is.
Yeah, mediocrity.
Yeah.
C+.
It's not great, but we're
it's
here
not-
for you.
yeah,
I mean,
we're
if you have nothing else
definitely-
to listen to while you're driving,
Hit and miss.
slap this guy in your old tape deck, and we'll be there for you.
If anybody likes,
And now flip to side B. Like
welcome
when a
to the Everglow.
tape deck when you
Yeah.
Yeah.
like May.
Yeah, but
No-
you
not a
definitely
sponsor.
be asleep before it like the first song ended. You're out.
Oh yeah, if you put that on when you go to bed,
If you put on the Everglow,
ooh,
yeah.
that's like a game. See how long you could stay awake.
Also, just a brief aside, this will take 20 seconds. I am so sick of everybody worshiping Thrice like they're basically Beethoven, Bach, and
Thrice the
Chopin
band.
put together.
Okay.
I cannot stand everybody talking. I asked somebody random. I picked a random person that I've never met before at work and asked him what his favorite band was. And he was like, I like every kind of music except for that stupid electronic stuff. And I'm like, well, I guess we can't be friends. But I think if I had to pick, and I was like, just pick one band. And he's like, you know who I super love? I think it's Thrice. Like, have you ever heard the Alchemy Index? And I'm like, oh, geez. You just go up to a random this is everybody's homework. Go up to a random, probably male. I'm going to say that this band does not skew female.
Whoa.
Traditionally.
I mean, it's 2018.
Okay, fine. Everybody's homework. Walk up to a random person on the street, ask them what their favorite band is. 9 times out of 10, it's Thrice.
What I want you actually to do with that, because I would absolutely love this. This would be a really fun experiment if we got some people doing this with us. I want you to start asking people.
Walk up to a stranger, start a fight with them.
No, don't do that. Ask strangers what their favorite band is and see how many it takes before someone says Thrice.
See how many people you have to go through, and then the winner is the fewest. No, the winner is the most number of people.
Yeah.
How many people can you go through before you hit a millennial that says, you know what, dude? Like, have you ever heard the? Jeez, don't. Dude.
Okay,
Yes.
so where were we? So we have some T-shirt winners.
So we had some
Yay,
t-shirt
t-shirt winners!
Yay! So we're going to get those made up for you soon and send them out.
So we would like to congratulate Sarah and Christy on their new You Don't Even Know t-shirts.
Hooray! So they got some t-shirts. We're going to be obviously making some for them. If you want a t-shirt, let us know. Shoot us an email.
we still got 3
YDEKcast
left.
at gmail.com. We have some t-shirts, and we can make more if we get a big response about it. We would love for you to have our swag out there in the world repping the YDEK verse. So get at us if you want one of those. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? Let me look at my
Pretty
list.
sure that's all.
Also, we're just adopting this really cool new software that I want to briefly
app of
talk
the
about.
week.
Yeah, I guess it could be the app of the week because there
Yeah.
is an app to it. It's really slick for probably a lot of things, but especially for what we're doing. It's called Trello, and it's a little like organization board where you could have like columns and items and just move the things between the columns. So we have 3 columns are like upcoming ideas, and then the next column is like what we're doing in the next episode, and then the next column is things we've talked about. So we can have like a running list of everything we've talked about. So when we're trying to build a show, we go, have we talked about that yet? Which was a very common question since we've been doing this for like 3 years now or something ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
For how many episodes we don't have. So it's really cool. Check it out if you're looking for a organizational software to organize your ideas, or a team of people with events, or I'm sure there's a lot of uses for it that I can't even think of right now, but
Yeah, Trello.
Check it out. It's really cool. Not a sponsor.
Oh, we wish.
Yeah, and if you want to be a sponsor, let me know. I'll talk about you every week. As far as I know, there's still just one more thing we need to talk about.
What's that?
That's true. Speaking of cars,
Speaking of cars, since this is the car show,
and if you'll notice, I'm reminded of this because our cars did not, our derby cars,
Yes.
they did not.
We didn't put the motor in one.
Our derby cars did not use gasoline,
that's true.
and I feel like
that is the only
ultimate expression
that's
of a
the
vehicle
best way to have a vehicle nowadays.
that if your car does not use gasoline, you
You mean like a hybrid, right?
no,
Like a Prius.
what I mean is a gravity powered car.
yes,
But
but if your car does not use gasoline, I feel like you're immediately better than everybody else, and your farts don't stink.
probably. So I feel like I want a new car.
Yeah, what car could I get that does not use gasoline? Josiah, do you have any suggestions for
Well,
what car?
You see, I've been looking at cars that don't need gasoline because I feel like I need a new car.
That's true.
Because I am reaching a milestone
Peak
in my
car.
life where I am about to turn 30 and I need a thing in my life to console me through this difficult time.
As one ages,
Yes.
one kind of
You get older and
like-
you need a
Yeah.
thing to make you feel
I
not
feel
old
like
anymore.
you're talking about
Yeah.
midlife crisis.
There it is. The midlife,
Yes.
the middle of your life crisis that
a
some
center
old people get.
Why would
center
you-
life crisis.
Why would you need that though? That seems ridiculous.
Well,
Well, you see, I was looking at cars and I was like, I don't want to use the gasoline anymore
and I figure
because
I'm
the
a tool.
gasoline is so expensive. So I am thinking about
What
going
I
and
need to
getting
do-
myself a
But
Nissan Leaf
isn't
because
your-
that is clearly
Oh,
the
that's
best
true.
car.
But if you do get a Nissan Leaf, just make sure that everybody knows that you do not use gasoline because, and that way, if you ever want to go somewhere,
I can go up to 80 miles
Yes.
without using any gasoline.
That's terrible.
that sounds excellent.
I could get from here to my work and back twice without using gasoline. How convenient.
Okay, now hypothetically, I'm
Okay.
just.
Is there a better option out there for me?
What if you were having a center of life crisis? Okay. And you wanted something with a little additional range.
Oh, that would be excellent if I could get from here to my work 8 times
Now,
without using gasoline.
so, what if now? Riddle me this: If I was in an electric, non-gasoline using vehicle, what I would want is just watch this train of thought. I would want to make sure that because this car only has batteries, that my car does not absorb heat, so I don't have to kill my batteries running my AC. So what I would do is I would get a color that's actually very light, that
Yes.
reflects the rays of the sun.
Well, you see. What you actually have to do if you get a car that does not use the gasoline
is
it has to be black.
Why?
Well, that's
why does
true.
it have to be black?
But then it would be like cooking hot, and you would waste all your energies
Nope.
cooling yourself off.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Okay.
If it doesn't use gasoline,
Yes.
it has to be black.
Oh, then you
Because
could
I don't
tell
know
it-
if you know this, white is more expensive.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
on the environment.
Oh my gosh, the base model is black. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
So what
but
car?
that's
So
true.
I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best car for me if the Nissan Leaf only gets me an 80-mile range.
I think if anybody wants to email us at ydcast@gmail.com and tell us what could possibly
What
like what
electric
is
car would
what
be
is
the
the best non-gasoline car out there?
Yes. So if anybody knows or has a suggestion,
Keeping in mind that we are huge fans of Elon Musk.
we also hate the FCC, the Federal Securities and Exchange Commission. Who
That's
sued
not the
Elon
FCC.
Musk?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I don't
sorry.
know what
he
you're
got,
referring
he
to.
got sued by the government.
Okay. I did
Okay.
see he got sued by
They're
the
just
government.
jealous
Yeah.
that they
Yeah,
didn't think
they're
of
just
his
mad
rockets.
because he's doing rockets.
But keeping in mind that we are absolute big giant fans of that geniusman
And I can't think of any other
car besides
non-gasoline
the
cars between the Nissan Leaf.
There's the Nissan Leaf, and then there's like a Vespa. I know there's an electric smart car.
Is there an electric? Yeah, there's
Yes.
an electric Fiat 500.
Yep.
That's probably the one.
But if we wanted to get something with a little extra range,
More range.
Something you could just swap out the battery on.
and like
A little
also more luxury.
I would like
Oh,
the
like
option
having a giant like iPad in the front.
for
like
an autopilot.
Take the entire center console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it into a touchscre.
Oh,
That's what I want.
that would be
I would like to
delicious.
run classic Vidya games on this touchscreen for no other reason than I can. Like Centipede, I would like them all baked into the firmware, and then I could just find them like little Easter eggs.
And I would also like it to have a button on my giant touchscreen that just says ludicrous speed that I could touch and it makes everything faster.
Yeah, I just want one button that says go really quickly. That's what I would do.
Well, if you guys could let us know which.
Yes, if
car
anybody
we're-
has any opinions on great
maybe we have to invent
gasoline
a new car or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
could
should
talk
start
to
a-
Elon about.
We should start
I
a
think-
company.
Elon might have the answer for us.
I think
We
so.
should
Probably.
ask.
Yes.
Does anybody know him?
Yes. So next time, tune in.
Our brother got a Tesla.
Yay! I'm really hot today too.
It's
It's
warm
ready.
in here.
I feel like
Justin.
when I'm hot, I'm less funny, and when I'm cold, I am less funny.
I feel like the hotter I get, the hotter I get. If you know what I mean.
Both directions of temperature suck the energy out of me. I would like it every day to be 78 degrees and no more, no less.
See, 78's too hot for me. I prefer like just like right under 70 degrees.
We will explore the deep
just like
mysteries
70
of temperature
degrees is slightly too hot. Like just below 70 is perfect.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.